everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene, North American Snack Queen, and of course today we're just testing the setup as best we can for tomorrow, which is Sunday, so we're going to be doing our taping for our Welcome to My World. We'll be doing a first interview tomorrow. What I mean by interview is that we're going to be interviewing a local author here in Winston. And so, yeah, we're doing it here in the studio. So I was just in the process of trying to clean up the set a little bit and make sure everything is working. And I thought at the same time, since we have it all set up for testing, I thought I would give you a bcast as well. And so that's the first thing I want to let you know is I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's success. The author himself has also a public access channel program as well on the same cable system I do. So we will probably be doing incredible crossovers between our two channels, me and him. How well it's going to go is up to the gods, Mother, Father, God. I have no idea. I hope it does work out, but things do happen. It's just, unfortunately, it's just the nature of the digital beast. Speaking of digital beast here. Yeah, my eyes are doing, my right eye is like usual. Not really stupendous. So you can see we have, let's get back to the main thing here. We have two microphones. We have my microphone, and we have where I would be sitting pretty much where I am sitting now. Maybe sitting a little further over here by the headphones. So let me just possibly, it's kind of like the old expression where the geeks don't sit too close to me. I want to see if, because maybe he might want to sit here. Fame, you could do me a hell of a lot of good if you would sit right over here, please. Nope, not gonna happen. Alright, so if I'm sitting here, okay, and he's gonna probably want to sit over here, okay? So that way, it's not like I'm like sitting right on top of the guy. It's not like with Dory. Dory, usually, me and her sit pretty close, but we're a couple anyway, so that's a little different. And of course, I have my headphones on right now, testing the sound. Yep, that works. Okay, so I've been trying to come up. I've been reading his work to familiarize myself with his writing style, and when we meet tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan, it will be first it's going to be from my Welcome to My World, so it's going to be on the second program on the Welcome to My World YouTube channel. It will be there also, so you can watch it on Welcome to My World on YouTube if you don't have, if you're not in the Winston area with charter cable, or if you are in Winston but don't have charter cable, you can still watch it there too. So that's why reasons I have established both a cable presence and a YouTube presence, so that you can reach us and watch our programs in either material. I also wanted to remind you guys that I had one individual who contacted me about the apartments for rent. First of all, I am not the one who's actually the rental person, which would be my landlord. I just happen to be the one relaying the message. However, let me let you know where we stand as of this point as far as vacancies. I'm not sure on 5 and 8, but I do believe that 5 and 8 are available. 8, of course, is going to be definitely a work in progress, and course 10 is more than likely will be rentable and is probably free. some of the families in the building have been having financial hard times, and they are planning to vacate because of the economy. Just like Donald Trump has mentioned, the U.S. economy has fallen in such disarray that some families cannot afford to pay even a $700 a month rent. So that's exactly what the problem is if you can't afford to pay a $750, $800 a month rent for a 3-bedroom apartment, that definitely means that something is seriously wrong with the economy. And I also pointed out this problem is acute, especially in the United Kingdom, but also in the United States. Please understand, every time I post a UK article, you can almost bet it's the same thing here. And what I pointed out on YouTube, or on posting the RT article on the United Kingdom about the people who are insolvent or indigent, is really, really seriously happening to Americans as well. So yeah, there's a lot of people who right now who are getting literally the shaft. And this should never happen. I do not understand how in the heavens and name our country has gone from a land of potential success to a land of absolute dismal failures. But it's not going to improve right away. Even Donald Trump knows that. It's going to take some work. And it's going to take some time. And it's going to take some thinking. And it's going to take some mentality to change everything that has happened in the last few years with our economy. And it's not going to happen and change just because you think that just because we know that NAFTA and GATT have been destructive to the United States. We know the Trans-Pacific Partnership is going to be very destructive to the United States. Then there's another thing called the TTIP, which I don't know exactly what that is. I'm going to research for you. And that certainly is going to be very destructive to the United States, because already the the European Union has said that TTIP is in the danger of falling apart because Americans don't want to play ball. Well, I'm sorry, whatever that is if it's definitely not going to be beneficial for America, we're not going to play ball with it. The same thing, they've also said the same thing with the Trans-Pacific Partnership Act as well. This country has got to get better negotiators out that works to establish a fair trading policy. It's just like Donald Trump said, is that there's, we have terrible negotiators. We do not have people who have an understanding what's going on. And these people get in and they do these deals which are truly disastrous to the American people, and we need to change that, and I agree. We need more savvy people to negotiate these deals. So, yes, I'm looking forward to that. But I also want to talk about, I might as well, right, since I'm on the air. Anyway, we're talking about President-elect Trump, okay? We have got to tell George Soros' pink organization or whatever it is to get off his back. All right. First of all, he's doing the best he can. He's already got so much endorsement from so many Republicans and even a few Democrats. He's established a very popular agenda. He's got a very successful platform. And you don't get a successful platform if you're not going to seriously keep up what you're doing. People in the United States can tell a person who is serious from a person that is not. He's obviously wants to make positive changes for America. So why in the heaven's name are we allowing these people, whoever they are, to do this to our country? And it's causing us great emotional pain and great emotional distress. I do not understand the mentality of any of these people. And as we look at our American people and the fact that over 60% of our jobs have vaporized and left a good portion of America with a large unsustainable debt that they cannot pay, individual personal toxic debts that are absolutely unrecoupable, and then, of course, we have the circumstances where American people are having to choose between, for example, health care and a place to sleep or a meal. That should not happen. It should not happen because there are two reasons. We went from a country of successful people. Our net gross income, if adjusted from inflation, we're working harder than ever and we're getting fucking less. How do you like that? To compare that to 1975, we are actually working harder now and we're making less money. It's not right. It should be the other way around, and I agree with Donald Trump here. And I think we need to change that. What these protesters are not thinking about is what they're protesting. Some of them are actually just showing up as warm bodies because they're getting paid to do it. A good portion of these men and women have no idea of really what they're protesting. Okay, some do. The ones that do, the ones that really, really think Donald Trump is a monster. I'm not saying that he's perfect, but let's be honest. Your so-called perfect candidate, Mr. Abomination, has done absolutely nothing for this country. Nothing. Except put us deeper in debt with higher unemployment rates. I'm talking about the real unemployment rate, like Donald Trump said. It's in the 20s. It's like 20-30%. That's not a change I can believe in. That's a change that's called disaster. That's a change that's a negative improvement. That's not good. So how can you support a president who does everything that's anti-American, and yet you're sitting there and getting mad at a president who wants to bring this country from the land of could have beens and the land of was to the land that is successful? We have to change this. It has to happen. I shouldn't have to live like this. I shouldn't have to live only on $1,232 a month. I should be able to find a way to make my YouTube channel a successful channel. And I'm working hard. I'm busting my ass. I'm trying to get these interviews. I'm trying to improve my programming. I'm doing everything I can, for example, and even I'm finding that it's getting harder and harder to compete against a lot of other YouTubers who have deeper pockets, have got money coming in from advertising. I don't have advertisers. I don't want advertisers. I understand that you guys want to support monetization. That's great. I don't have a problem with that. Okay? But I do got a problem with is the fact is that some of these guys really, really push it heavily. Alex Jones, Infowars.com, does this. Lisa Havens is doing this now. Okay? And a lot of other channels are pushing materials and trying to sneak in a product placement in or something like that. I don't mind supporting people if they're going to keep the product placement. For example, if I had a sponsorship from Shure, the people who make audio equipment, and they want me to show my microphones on camera. Well, gee, you can see right now. Here's one. This is the SM57. Gee, what a gorgeous little thing, huh? And then, of course, we have this piece of shit, PD Mic 1, which happens to be barely holding together. That's also on camera. Because it's the only microphone I got. Duh. I have to make do with what I got. Now, so, yeah, you guys out there who got big money, big sponsors, you guys are doing great, but the little guys and girls like me are just trying to make ends meet. I'm doing this in my apartment because I don't have money for a studio. I had to give up meals so I could buy a microphone and equipment. I had to give up clothing so I could buy equipment. And you tell me that's fair. And the American dream says is, if you work hard and you put your best foot forward, then you have the right to make success. But it seems that when you're disabled, they slam the door in your face and say, I don't want to know you. Why? Why don't you want to know me? I'm working hard. I'm trying to get off the dole. And I'm trying to make an income. And I'm trying to also inspire and to educate to the world, to share my knowledge with you. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's not always easy to do. And it takes time and preparation. There are days I don't even sleep because I'm always trying to figure out what kind of questions am I going to ask if I have a prospective interviewee. I got an interviewee scheduled for this week. I'm reading his work now so I can understand just what is his writing? What is he writing on? What's his point to the story? What's his theme? We're going through that book right now. I'm reading through it. My eyes are tired. My eyes are sore. I'm still reading it because I want to know so that when he comes on camera for the interview that I can at least be ready with the questions that I want. But I also want him to know that I am seriously want to give him a good and a quality interview. And that means that I need to know what the hell I'm interviewing a person for. Okay? It's the same thing with anything else. So yes, it's hard, and it's going to get harder still because our society keeps saying to ourselves, I don't know if we can ever succeed at doing anything because we're just... What do you mean you don't know? What's so hard about knowing? All I'm saying to you is if you know what you want and you're willing to work to make it happen, the American policies always said is work hard and dedicate yourself to your goal and you will succeed. That's the whole point of the American goal. That doesn't say it's going to be successful. What it's saying is if you work hard and you dedicate yourself and you put your best foot forward, you will have a good chance of succeeding. But in the last, since 1970s, since Social Security disability programs were reformed so many times, they have turned it now, where if you try to become gainfully employed while on Social Security disability, you're only allowed to make under a certain number of $100,000, like under $1,000 for me. That's it. Well, guess what? I'm not going to do that. If I successfully start bringing in incomes, which is going to take a while, to be honest with you, but what the heck with it? I'm going to point out, if I start bringing home paychecks of $3,000, $4,000 a month, I'm coming right down to Social Security say, I don't need your stinking money. Because now I am becoming a successful business person, and now I can pay back into the Social Security system and taxes the money that I borrowed from you guys. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But right now, that's a far cry from where I am now. But the thing is you guys have to understand one thing. These people that are protesting against Trump are angry because they want to continue to receive things as they are, the free handouts for illegal immigrants, the free resources, the free welfare. Guess what? That's got to stop. Our country can't keep doing that anymore. It's time for us to have jobs. People want to work. We want to become gainfully employed. We want to show them we're not lazy. Americans have been looking for jobs for years. It doesn't matter if you were a naturalized immigrant that came into legitimate channels and you worked your butt off. You know what I'm talking about. Why should you have to give up your hard-working position for somebody who came off the boat that has no documentation, no paperwork, and basically somebody's going to hire him because he's willing to do the stuff that you could do for less money. This is the reason why Donald Trump is so angry. Is our own policy, open borders, has made it a mess. And it has. So please don't get mad at Donald Trump because he's just saying what the truth is. You can't handle the truth. If you're protesting against a guy, and if you really know why you're protesting against a guy, and I'm not about those warm bodies that just show up. If you don't really understand what the real story is, I really have empathy for you. I really do, but you have been misled by whoever put you up to it. Because the truth is, he is for you. He is going to support the American people. He wants to see the American people have a chance to prove that we are a great country, and we have great people, and we have very dedicated people. Even the handicapped people want to work. I have talked to so many of them. They don't want to sit on their welfare ass. They want to work. They want a job that they can do. They want a job that they can master. Those people are trying to tell me the same thing. I don't want to sit on welfare forever. I want to do something. Then let us do something together. Let us achieve the American goal. And to my audience, and I mean to all of you who watch these videos, I still need your help. I'm not trying to plug because I'm trying to be a welfare bum. I'm asking because we need volunteers. We need camera people. We need audio people. We need gaffers to do a variety of small chores. We need researchers. I know you want money, but that's what I want to ask for the next thing. If anybody has the current McDonald's game piece for Boardwalk, I've got the bread place. If you have the Boardwalk, and if you can give it to me, that's $1 million schmollies. I can use that to pay you guys. I can use it to get a new studio set up. We can use that to become a successful business. We can go ahead and get ourselves listed with a TIN, a taxpayer information number. We can do all that. That's what I want to do. And that's what I want to do. Am I need a little help from McDonald's in the sense of getting the Boardwalk game piece? I've got the Park Place one. So with the Boardwalk and Park Place together, I can go in and cash them in for $1 million, and then I can use that money to help pay for a crew, some new gear, possibly even a storefront downstairs where I can have a place that's big enough for everybody to work and a couple of desks. That's what we need. And with that, we can go from just a one-person operation to a several-person operation and become an improver quality production by a factor of 10. That's something I promise you. Now, for the time being, I want you to know that I will see you guys tomorrow in the vlog or the bcast, I always do. And yes, I'm going to be taping my interview with Mr. Farrell tomorrow, and the video will be up on Welcome to My World, or WMTW, so it's short, so it stands for. You know, it's not a TV channel. Though I'd love to have a radio station, but it's going to take a lot more than $1 million to do that. Okay. Welcome to My World, or WMTW. That's also on the channel here on my YouTube. So you can go there also. And it will be up there. And I did do a tour of my apartment. It's not the greatest, but you know what? Sorry. It happens, okay? It's really hard to give a good tour when my iPhone doesn't have the highest quality picture. It really doesn't. I'm surprised. It's 8 megapixels, but that's 8 megapixels at 1920 by 1080. I'm sorry I couldn't shoot it 1920 by 1080. I don't have the resources to process 1920 by 1080. Not really. I mean, it takes so long. I converted one video I downloaded from the internet for the Alex Jones piece, which was in 720p. It took me hours to transcode that into standard definition. It's not like it's an instant, success. It takes a lot of work to do that. But maybe with the money, again, with the new equipment, we can use it. I'm also looking for donations for equipment, too. So, I mean, you guys can help here. We can go so far. So please, keep that in mind wherever you are. I'm going to be there. And I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be listening. I'm going to be doing everything I can to make your requests happen. But I have requests that I'm asking for. Like I said, if you got the current Monopoly McDonald's Boardwalk piece, I need that. Okay? I'm also looking for the help to get some volunteers together. And if I do get the McDonald's piece, and I do cash it in the Park Place to Boardwalk, then I'll actually be able to start paying employees. We'll start be able to go through and get a proper paperwork for a payroll and everything. Okay? And I still gotta need employees. Okay? So that's something I'm also looking forward to doing. So this is where I need your help, and if you can make it happen, that's great. I'm going to put my address at the end of this video like I always do, and you could always send your piece there. But please understand, I do understand that there's a deadline for the game. So it's about in 2 weeks. So if you guys can get the piece to me as soon as possible, I could really, really do something with it. Seriously. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I will see you soon. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Okay? So talk to you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, did you know there's a lot more going on right now at our websites? Are you watching all 4 of them? If not, check them out. There's a list right here. We got 3 YouTube channels and 1 audio-only channel for your enjoyment. So come on, dig in and see all the stuff we do here at the North American Snow Queen Palace.